Michael Knight here with Lincoln Christian head coach Darren Melton. The Night of Champions scrimmage is coming up this Friday, Coach. One of the best scrimmages in the state as far as Class 3A talent, and not to mention Cascia Hall, one of the better teams in Class 4A. How proud are you to have this here at Lincoln Christian?
Proud, honored that we would have this quality of ball club come over. These are great ball clubs, tradition, well coached, and with good kids. Competitors, and so we feel the same way. Quality of ball is going to be great on Friday night. And if you're a fan of high school football, it's going to be a great place to be around 5 o'clock this Friday.
You get Cascia Hall in the mini game. You're going to see the other teams as well in the rapid fire scrimmage portion. What do you want to see from your squad? A lot of people like the Lincoln Christian offense this year, led by Michael Wilson and your running backs. But what do you want to see and take away from Friday?
I want to see our guys just compete. I want to see them line up correctly. I want to see them do the little things. It's a detail thing, and teams that win championships are teams of detail, and that's what we're looking for right now. I just want to see great effort, enthusiasm up playing this game. Really not just kind of the faceless opponent. It doesn't matter who we play. We're going to play the same way week in and week out. So that's what we're looking for. It's a dress rehearsal for the next week against a very tough Davis team, and we really feel fortunate to have this type of atmosphere that's going to be provided on Friday night, because we're going to be in the same type of hornet's nest the next week.
Our coach, going into this scrimmage year after year, and this year especially, there's some really good teams, really good players. What do you expect from your squad on Friday night?
Well, that we're out here competing against really good football teams. You know, they don't call it the Night of Champions for nothing. You know, you have Heritage Hall, defending state champion, Locust Grove, who was right there last year. You know, we've won our championships. Lincoln's won theirs. So it's great competition, and we just want our kids to compete against the highest level.
Your squad in particular, another year in Class 4A. It's been a while since Cascia has made that deep playoff run. A lot of people in Tulsa are used to Cascia going for championships. Could this be the year that you guys break through in Class 4A and make a deep playoff run?
Well, that's the plan. I think we're a very deep team. We're very skilled. We have a lot of athletic kids on our team, and then we also have good size. We've got a couple 300-pounders and some depth that's really going to help us towards the end of the season.
Standing here with Heritage Hall head coach Brett Bogert here. Coach, going into the Night of the Champions here at the luncheon, a lot of talk about how many good teams, good individual players we're going to see on Friday night. What do you expect from your squad, especially coming off a 3A state title?
This is an unbelievable scrimmage for us to be a part of. It shows us what we got to work on. I mean, we got 4 teams that are, perennial powerhouses. Get to go against guys like, Mason Fine and those guys. Obviously a rematch of the semifinal last year, but they're just great talent and great teams, well coached. So it really exposes you, and you kind of figure out what you got to work on going into week 1.
Are you thrilled about the mini game matchup, knowing we'll get part 2 of that semifinal, which seemed like it was never going to end, just point after point after point. Now we get to see it again.
Absolutely. They're a great team. They're well coached. Obviously Mason and Pirtle, they're studs, but it'll be great for us. Took us a while. Took about 3 quarters to kind of figure it out last year, so hopefully we figure it out a little faster than that, since it's just a half game. But it'll be a great test for us going into week 1, and it's fun to play those guys for sure.
Our coach, it's always a pretty good scrimmage this year. Really good as far as the individual talent plus the team talent, especially in Class 3A with 3 of the top programs in the class. What do you expect to get away from this scrimmage for your squad?
The thing I look for, especially in scrimmages, and last week we went against Victory and Metro. This week you got these 3 teams. They're 3 of the best in the state at our level. Is figure out what we do wrong. What do we need to fix? What are the little things? I was just joking that last year we went against Heritage Hall, and it was like they were going on air when they went 12 plays. They scored 8 times. So obviously we had a lot of things to fix. Hopefully they won't score that many times on us this year, but nobody's really keeping score at the end of the day, and you get to figure out what. I would rather do that than play against somebody you just whip and you don't know what you need to fix until you get in the playoffs.
Now, your squad, obviously, a lot of people are going to focus on Mason and Jason coming back with the numbers they put up last year. You're going up against Heritage Hall, A lot of people are going to remember last year's semifinal. Do your guys, talk about the semifinal knowing that they get another shot at Heritage, even though it is just a scrimmage?
Oh yeah, we talk about it every day. I mean, because that's Heritage Hall is where we want to be. They're the state champions, and to me, they're the best team in the state until somebody beats them. So yeah, that's one reason why we wanted them as a half game. That's going to be the truest test right now, and our kids have talked about that all summer. They've worked so hard all summer because they want to go one step farther. They want to do what they did, not the way it ended up for us. So it's going to be no doubt a battle, and I think it's going to be a fun one. I mean, it's where we ended the season last year. We just started this year there.